Hello, folks. This is Anthony. I got a story today that you're going to find hard to believe, but I swear it's true. I had a lady come over today to look at one of my Hondas for sale, and she thought it was free. I guess she's seen some of my previous posts from Honda Snowblower enthusiasts for some of the Hondas that I give away for free. This is just a couple that I'm working on in the garage. But I guess she's seen the ad a while back on one of the Hondas I was giving away. So her and her husband, they traveled quite a bit to come to the shop here. And she said, "Well, I want to see your Honda." And I says, "All right, here's one I've got." I was showing them the Honda in the garage, and she told them all the work I did to it, all that stuff. And then she says, "Well, I'll take it." And I said, "Great. All right." She goes, "You can load it up in my truck." And I says, "Okay, great." Because I get this all the time. People will come and look at the machines, and 9 times out of 10 they'll buy it. And I says, "Okay." And she was waiting for me to load it. And I'm looking at them kind of strange, and they're looking at me kind of strange, like, why don't you load it? And I says, "Well, you got to pay for it first, and then I'll load it." And she goes, "What?" She goes, "I thought this was for free." And I said, "No, not this one. I already gave the other one away. I can't remember what it was, a HS 55 or a 50 or something." And she says, "No, you said this. The ad says it was free." And I said, "No, it's not this one." I said, "You must be mistaken. It's not. This one's not for free. I already gave away the free one a couple weeks ago. It might have been a couple months ago." I said, "This is." She goes, "Well, I thought you gave away free Hondas." And I said, "Yeah, I do. I sell some too." And I asked her if she belonged to the group, and she said no. She saw the ad on nextdoor.com or something like that. And I tried to explain to her. I says, "Yeah, I give them away. You sign up for the drawing, and if your name is drawn, I will I will pick a name, and then I'll let the person know that they won the Honda, and they can come over and pick it up." Well, she and her husband didn't say anything. He was just looking at me. And this lady looked at me, and she started like becoming a psycho. She started screaming. She said, she goes, "I know what you do. You steal these Hondas. You steal them from the Honda dealer. You climb over the fence at night and you steal the Hondas and then you resell them. I know exactly what you do." I just, I mean, I just started laughing. I said, "I don't know where you get that from." Well, anyways, she's like, "We came all this way, and blah blah blah. I'm gonna let everybody know what you do." Well, a couple hours later, she goes on Facebook and starts telling everybody that I'm stealing Honda snowblowers from the local Honda dealer, and that I'm reselling them. I says, "Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do?" Well, anyways, I let my daughter know, and she's like a bulldog. And she contacted the lady and said, "Look, you better be careful, or else we're gonna get a hold of her attorney, and they're gonna come after you." So she suggested that she takes the post down from Facebook before any until we have to go any further with this legally. But anyways, this was happened. I swear, to God that this is true. This kind of stuff, I can't make this stuff up. I've got a dozen stories that are hard to believe. People coming over and they want me to do the weirdest things, before I can sell the Honda, deliver it to them sight unseen. They'll pay cash on delivery, or they'll pay for with Venmo or PayPal, or they got to bring it to a mechanic, and they won't give me a deposit or anything. Or I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I've seen almost every scam there is when it comes to selling stuff on Craigslist or Facebook. I only deal with cash, but this lady takes the cake. I mean, they looked like meth heads. Actually, they were skinny, really skinny and fidgety and scratching themselves all over. And she thought she was going to get a free snowblower. And after talking to her for about 20 minutes, telling them all the work I did, she goes, "Oh, we'll take it." And I said, "Great." And before I load it, pay me. And she started going crazy. I mean, it's a good thing I keep the cameras. I got cameras outside the garage. I got film everybody coming and going. Um, I've got protection, in my shop and in my house. I mean, the people that you meet sometimes they're sketchy. I've had a couple people, couple guys come from Reno one day and to look at a snowblower, and then they were looking all around the shop. They were looking at all the tools. They were looking all over the place, and they didn't buy the Honda, and something didn't sit right with me, you know. And later on that night, somebody came to the house and tried to take my generator, and I've got the generator cable locked, so they pulled it out. You could see that when I got up in the morning, the generator was pulled out from his spot, and the cable lock was taut. So somebody had come later on that night, tried to take the generator. Well, I don't know if it's those two guys, but they were sending up red flags. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this lady was a psycho. Fortunately, I never heard from her again. She took down her post on social media, and I'm just this. I'm just hoping they never come back and never bother me again. So I just I just want to tell everybody that story, that there's pros and cons on doing what I do, repairing and selling Honda snowblowers, custom machines, and trying to help people all throughout the world on fixing their Hondas. Do it yourself uh, maintenance and repairs that you can do for free. And that's all I'm trying to do is to help people. But so, like I said, sometimes it backfires. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.